one you want, isn't it? This guitar has created some iconic sounds. We're going to do a deep dive review. It's got this bling in it. It's got this gold sparkly bling. It's gold, sparkly gold, more gold. Well, it's either very cool or something else, isn't it, really? Honestly, there's nothing I don't like about this guitar. Oh, except for Guitaristas is proudly supported by Gear for Music. Hello, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Guitaristas. Good to see you again. So here it is. It's the one you want, isn't it? Well, it's the one I wanted for ages, and I finally got one. Well, I got this one anyway. This is the import version, the budget version of the Gretsch White Falcon. This is the Synchromatic range from Gretsch, made in China. 1,299 British pounds this cost me. I got it from Gear for Music, of course, to say thanks for supporting this community. I paid for it, £1,299. If you want one, I think they've got a couple left. Links in the description box. But you might not have to buy one yourself, because as I think I mentioned last week, this is our next raffle prize. Raffle launched today. Stick around till the end and I'll tell you how you can win this. It's the one you want, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, I've got it for a couple of weeks, so I'm going to try and enjoy it. And of course, we're going to review it. We're going to do a deep dive review. Take it apart, do all the weights and measures, have a look under there and play it quite a bit today. So, you know the score. It's going to be a long one, probably. So the timestamps are in the description box. If you're bored already and you want to skip forward and just hear what it sounds like or find out how you could win it, you could skip forward if you want. Don't do that though. Come on, chill out. Go and put the kettle on, make yourself a nice cup of tea or get an alternative beverage of your choice and some snacks, some nibbles, sandwich maybe, piece of cake. I don't know. What do you fancy? Whatever you fancy. It's up to you, isn't it? Go and get it, come back and chill out and let's have a look at this thing, see what it's like. Yeah, let's do it. Right, so the Synchromatic range from Gretsch is a fairly recent thing. They launched them, I think, last year, October, November last year. And it's a range of spec'd up versions of the more bass models, the Electromatics. Always been good. We've had a few of those. They're around about 700 quid mark, something like that. Great guitars in their own right. Synchromatics, well, they've farkled them up a little bit, pimped them up, thrown some, some fancy stuff. Like Epiphone are doing with a lot of their inspired by Gibson custom shop range. Same sort of thing. Difference here, of course, is this has got the right name on the headstock. Yeah, I know, I'm shallow. I'm sorry. It's important to me. Right, let's get on with it. Shall we review this thing? See what it's made of. Right, well, to start with, it's a hollow body, and it's pretty light. Let's find out what it weighs. Here we go. Got to work out how to balance it. Oh, it's £8, pretty much bang on. It's big. Which is 3.64 kilos. That'll do. So it's a hollow body. It's made from laminated maple, and it's what Gretsch call semi-arc bracing inside. That's something to do with the block under the bridge and the neck, I think. But it differs from the more expensive version. So just it's not a facsimile of that. There are differences in the construction. It's also got a maple neck. They call it a rounded C profile. let's go straight to have a look at the profile of measurements on the screen now. Okay, so here's the neck profile and measurements at the 1st fret. Right, and now here is the neck profile and measurements. This is actually done at the 9th, 10th fret, because if you have a look at this, before the 12th, it starts to join the body. So just here, this is where I normally measure at the 12th. That's the measurements you're looking at. The profile here is done about there. It's felt very comfortable in the hand while I've been playing it. I haven't really thought about it, which is, I suppose, a good thing. So yeah, it feels comfortable. It's I imagine it's a polyurethane finish, so you know it's standard fare in terms of the way it feels. Really, yeah, it's just what it is. I can't say more about that. You know, it's not. When you think about it, you think, oh, it's a little bit sticky, but then it is about 34 degrees in the studio here at the moment, so it's probably in your sweaty hands. Right, moving on. It's got an ebony fingerboard. These lovely neoclassic thumbnails, pearloid thingies, thumbnails. Yeah, we'll go with that. Medium jumbo frets, as smooth as you like. Good fret job. I've been playing it quite a bit, and it's felt great, to be honest with you. It's got this bling in it. It's got this gold sparkly bling, which you'll either love or hate. I mean, well, the thing is, this is a bling guitar, isn't it? I mean, there's no getting away from it. It's as bling as you get, isn't it? It's gold, sparkly gold, more gold tuners. These are kind of like a, I was going to do my research and find out what this particular tuning peg style was called, and I didn't. So we're going to call that a neoclassic as well. It's kind of a nice, it's a Duesenbergy type vintage tuning peg on Grover tuners. Bling, bling, bling. Inside the F holes, all the way. Look at that. It's very, well, it's either very cool or something else, isn't it, really? I like it. Look, it's got these little diamonds, rubies, I don't know what they are. They're plastic, in it, obviously. Oh, it's very cool. So we've done the tuners and stuff. It's got a Bigsby, this is a licensed Bigsby B60, I think they call this one. I've been playing it a fair old bit, and I've, you know, bit of gentle use on that, and I've got to say the tuning stability has been great. It really has. So there you go. That's that and that's that. Let's get the strings off and have a little closer look. So I can just have a closer look at the board myself. It's a really nice dark ebony, and it's got a bone nut on this, incidentally, as well. It's got a bit of plastic on that, which I'm going to take off. Oh, hello. I didn't expect, I don't know why, but I didn't expect that to move then. So, yeah, there you go. It's just fixated. Like that. Oop. Plastic washer. All right, we'll just leave that alone, I think. Just put that back. Leave it alone, because let's get that. I'm going to break it, aren't I? I'm going to break it. Let's get that out of the way for a minute. What am I doing? let's take some pickup readings. So these are what they call high fidelity filtertrons. They're Alnico 5 pickups. Let's see what the readings are. So set all the controls on 10. We'll start with the bridge. Wow, 4.79K. The inductance there, 1.62 Henrys. Okay. And over to the neck, 4.06 kilo ohms. And the inductance there is 1.21 Henrys. So they're very different readings to what we're used to, humbuckers and P90s. They're very, very low impedance, isn't it? And inductance. And what we've got here, incidentally, is master volume. It's got a treble bleed circuit on it. We've got a pickup volume there. I think that's the neck one. This will be the bridge one, and a tone control. And obviously, we're not going to be able to look at the pots because there's no access. Well, we'll have a look under the pickups now and see what we can see in there. And before we do that, I just wanted to mention the bridge, incidentally. So this is an ebony block, and this is fixed, okay, which is a good thing. On the vintage versions, this would be floating, which would mean it would move around and be a real nuisance, to be honest with you, because especially if you play, heavy with your, palm muting or whatever, you'd constantly moving it and fucking up the tuning and intonation. So that's generally what they do with what they call the player versions of the more expensive versions of this. They've generally got fixed bridges and things that improve the playing experience, because the vintage ones, although they're lovely, they weren't always that lovely. They had some design flaws, which a moving bridge is certainly one. So this is stuck, and just says BH. That can go back there. Let's get a screwdriver. A bit. I'll do this fairly cautiously because I was going to leave the pick guard on, but then I realised I won't be able to get this pickup out if I do. So let's just try and be careful and not to not break it. Two screws there. There you go. There's a little spacer. Right. Let's see what's under here. Right. Oh, hello. Okay. That's just the cover. Right. Okay. So they must be screwed to... Okay. What's going on here? I wasn't expecting this. It's a voyage of discovery. This sort of feels like it's basically the same as the way that P90s are fixed. These are long screws that go presumably into a wooden block underneath. It's loose. Long screw. Are there any springs that I'm going to lose? This is the... Oh, fucking hell. I'm doing this so you don't have to. Oh, there you go. Right. BHK pickups. Seen that before on Gretsch's. There you go. It's got little foam blocks. And adjustment is obviously just via the screws. So do I need to take this one out as well? Yeah, well I might as well, mightn't I? For a penny. And then we'll get the torch out and have a gander. There you go. I think that probably explains what the semi-arc design means. It's got half an arc. So it's obviously it's difficult to show you inside, but it's all pretty hollow apart from that bracing, as far as I can tell. Look, hollow up to there. I can feel the neck heel there, which goes up to about there. Just got bracing there, and this is all hollow. There you go. I think that's it. I've made a right mess, haven't I? So I've got to try and work out how to put this all back together now, and then what we'll do is we'll plug it in and see what it sounds like. So I'll see you in a minute. New set of strings. Now I've put 9s on this. Okay, when it arrived, I think it had 11s on it. Pretty chunky strings for men, aren't they? 11s. The players use 11s. Sometimes I use 11s, but this guitar is a 25.5-inch scale length, so it's a Fender scale length. So I'm used to Gibsons, shorter scale length, 24 3/4 inches. This, because it's a longer scale length, strings are tauter, so it's always going to feel less slinky on a Fender scale length. So 11s on this, well, it felt horrible. To be honest with you, I picked it up and it just felt horrible, and it sounded horrible. It was like, ew, you know, ew. So anyway, I put some 9s on it, and now it sounds great. It's like night and day. So just a warning, if you get one of these and you think, oh blimey, that don't feel good, it's probably the strings. It's an interesting setup, this, because it's quite a. I mean, I've talked about this all already, but it's got the bigsby that it's got on it. It just goes straight from the wrap over bar there, the wobbly bit, straight over the bridge. So it's quite difficult to stretch strings. When I tune guitars, I always stretch like that. With this, you have to make sure your heel's on the bridge because it just pops off. But it seems pretty stable. I've had a bit of a blast on it, and this is fixed, as I'm sure I've already said. This is fixed, so it won't move around. So pretty stable. This is what it sounds like unplugged. Yeah, straight into the Buffalo Springfield. So many of you got no idea who Buffalo Springfield are, have you? Oh, I don't know though. Yeah, my demographic. Yeah, you I think it's a safe bet. Most of you know who Buffalo Springfield are. I just put it out of tune then. I was mucking around with it, but it's been pretty good. See, if that was a tiny bit sharp, what you should always do, if it's a tiny bit sharp, don't try and tune down to pitch. Just give the string a little tug. There you go. Being semi-acoustic, I'm going to just carry on, okay? Being semi-acoustic, it's obviously going to be a bit louder here. This is the only mic that's picking that up. I'm sure it sounds all right though. So there you go. Let's plug it in. Now I've got a few different toys on the board today because, as I said at some point, this is the sort of guitar that inspires you to try and learn some things that the players of this guitar have done. So, like, you know, I mentioned Buffalo Springfield because Stephen Stills. In fact, I think all of them were playing variations of the Gretsch, Falcon, or Country Gentleman, or whatever. But Stephen Stills certainly played one of these. Neil Young certainly played. I don't know if he played the single cut or the double cut versions, or probably both throughout his career, but definitely. And the others, of course, the ones that I'm thinking of are obviously Billy Duffy and Angus Young. And there's going to be maybe a little bit of rockabilly in there on my version of rockabilly. Yeah. Well, you know, if this stuff all works, this is my plan. You know, it's different. I'm talking about it to actually doing it. Shall I stop putting it off? Let's see what it sounds like plugged in. That's all fully cranked. So the master volume here. It's got a treble bleed on it apparently, which I think we can hear works. And then you've got 2 volumes. So this is the tone, this one here I believe. I had to do that, didn't I, really? Oops. Sounds nice. So that's no pedals at all. This is just the Princeton 65 at the moment. This is the Buffalo Springfield thing I was talking about. you go. I did a bit of that last week, didn't I? In fact, I'll be honest with you. That bit that I did last week was part of a whole session. I did all the playing. And the Pro Tools crashed just after that bit that you might have heard last week if you listened. It crashed. I lost about an hour of playing last week. You don't know how frustrating that is. It's very frustrating. Very. But especially when it's all right as well. You think, oh, that's all right. I nailed it. Fuck, I nailed that. Go back into the control room. CPU error. It rarely happens. Actually, I'm just going to go and check that it's still recording now. So far, so good. So we'll crack on. It sounds nice. It's yeah. So it's you know, it's all there, isn't it? Let's play a little bit more. I said I've got a couple of different pedals on the board this week. I've got a couple of Boss pedals, a Super Overdrive and the Super Chorus. Because if you get a white Falcon, you have to do this, don't you? Something like that, isn't it? Copyright strike. What else can we do? Well, we'll use the Super Overdrive for this as well in a minute. Here we go. What a fantastic guitar. I've really enjoyed this. I'm enjoying this guitar. I'm not letting it go just yet. I'm enjoying this guitar. it's yeah, I mean, inspiring and far, far better than I ever imagined it would be. I mean, it's so versatile, isn't it? Speaks for itself. It goes from Buffalo Springfield through to AC/DC. If you think about it, this guitar has created some iconic sounds, and Billy Duffy, iconic sound, iconic riffs, done on a white Falcon. Oh, it might be the budget version, but it sort of did it, didn't it? I mean, with me spending like 5 minutes trying to get the sounds and probably less than 5 minutes practicing the riffs. It could have been better, but it inspires you to have a go. For me, that's a great guitar. I love it when we get guitars to review and you think, oh yeah, I'll try that. Because I've never played that AC/DC or that bloody cult riff before. So I'm sitting at home and I go, oh, that'll do, I learn it in 5 minutes and then I come in and play it badly. But it's inspired me to have a go. And next week I'll keep practicing and I'll have fucking nailed them. But it's a real joy when we get guitars like this. And honestly, there's nothing I don't like about this guitar. Oh, except for they ship it with the wrong strings on it. I mean, Gretsch, if you're listening, what the fuck are you playing at? Put 11s, Oops. 11s. This is I was just actually fiddling around then, and I just demonstrated how a fragile ecosystem this bridge still is, because it's got no tension bar there. If you think about it or look at some other Bigsbys, they often have a design whereby the strings go under another bar, which puts tension on them. This hasn't got that. So when you stretch them, that happens. They come off the saddles. So I think I might have talked about this earlier actually, but I can't remember. When you're stretching strings, when you put your strings on, you have to do that. Hold it onto the saddle. But there you go. Tuning stability was spot on, really. What's not to love? Well, I might be getting a copyright strike, I suppose. Quite likely, I think, this week. AC/DC are a bit touchy about stuff. Was it good enough to get a copyright strike? I don't know. Brilliant little segue into the plug for the raffle, though, because the point is, look, YouTube don't pay very much anyway. I'll give you an example. We'll use the Reverend Jetstream as an example. That guitar I bought and reviewed several weeks ago now. I paid about $600 for it. I spent 3 or 4 days filming and editing that review. More time, obviously, on the creative side. I won't say scripting, because this is not exactly scripted, is it? But, coming up with, what we're doing with this guitar, learning what we're going to play and so on and so forth. There's a bit of time spent on that at home as well. And, the film's done well. I think it's nearly 16,000 views at the moment, that one, which is good. I'm not complaining about that. But here's the analytics. This is what YouTube paid me. There you go. There's the proof. They paid me $160. That's the ad revenue. That's all that YouTube pay. Okay. That's clearly not going to cover the bills, is it? So I'm very lucky. Well, YouTube, the thing is, YouTube, they encourage you to earn money elsewhere. They say, yeah, go and get your brand deals. What about shopping? What things are you selling? I'm not selling nothing. I'm selling me. I want to make film. I want to make guitar reviews and stuff. And it's meant to be entertainment. It's meant to be entertainment. I tried merchandise. Doesn't work for me. It's just not really me. I'm very lucky, as I was saying. I'm very lucky. I got a brand deal. I got a sponsorship deal with Gear for Music about 18 months ago. And they, they're happy just to be part of this community. They support in this community, and they're not asking for very much back. I'm sure you've noticed that. You get a logo at the beginning, and every now and then I talk about them, and from time to time I review some of their products. But it's all through my choice. It's all part of what I want to do. They do not influence that. Okay, so I'm very grateful for Gear for Music for being on board. I'm very grateful for all the members on the TV channel, the guitaristas.tv. They're there week in, week out, and they've been supporting this for years now. And I've got a great membership there, and they get perks. They get, you know, early viewing, and they get some bonus content from time to time, and they get a few other perks that only they will know about, okay? So I'm very lucky I've got that support. Without it, YouTube, well, this wouldn't be happening. And the point I'm making is that if I get a copyright strike again, that $160 will probably be $30. So that was the whole point of that. And a brilliant segue, that's the word, isn't it? Or is that a device that you stand on? A brilliant segue into the raffle. So yeah, the raffles pay for the raffles. Yeah, the sponsorship and the TV channel, that pays the bills. It don't pay for guitars. So to finance the purchase of guitars, to enable me to do it properly and not be one of them shills that gets paid to say how good something is, to enable that, to facilitate that, I came up with this idea of raffling off guitars when I've reviewed them, which facilitates the purchase of stuff like this. So yeah, I've bought this. I can't afford to keep it, but I'm going to be raffling it off. So the good news is that one of you might be able to win it, and at the same time keeps the circle of guitars turning. So there you go. The link to the raffle's in the description box. Follow that through to raffle.com. All the info you need to know is there. FAQs, how it works. The raffle's drawn 2000 hours on Sunday, the 30th of August. It's 2000 hours Greenwich Mean Time plus one, I think that is British Summer Time. And you can watch it live on raffle.com. Winners are announced on there almost immediately. And winner, there can only be one winner. It could be you. And if it is, I'll be reaching out to you via email almost immediately. So if you get a ticket, you know, check in and keep in touch with your email, because there have been winners. I mean, we've had quite a few raffles now, and there have been some very happy people, I can tell you. Yeah, and this is just a fantastic guitar. It really is. I'd like to keep it. I should definitely buy myself one if the raffle does exceptionally well, and if and when I can afford it. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll have owned it for 3 weeks. I've enjoyed it. Truth of the matter is, you know, it works, because even if I kept it, it wouldn't get enjoyed. So it's better really going to someone that's going to actually be able to play it and enjoy it a lot more than I probably will. Because we've got to move on to the next guitar, haven't we? Next guitar, next review. I wonder what that's going to be. Well, you know, tune in next week and find out. There might be something else that I've picked up in passing. There you go. All right. Thanks for watching as always. And thanks for your support. You know, however you support the channel and watching, you know, you've got to be here watching it. Without that, it's nothing, is it? I'll be talking to myself.